morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Let me turn my camera on and say good morning and welcome to each and every one of you. Excited to be here this morning. It's a Thursday. Oh, let me turn the chat on. I thought I turned it on earlier. Good morning. Let me say good morning and welcome to people. We're going to do a Thursday throwdown. It's going to be our first one. It's going to be something new that we're going to be doing. I'm going to start bringing in new people as well. And this is going to be interactive. Okay, this is going to be something where it's kind of like a Friday free-for-all. Excuse me. But it's not going to be talking about just the, excuse me. It's not going to be talking just about the actions that we're taking and the results we're getting, but we're going to throw a specific subject matter, a specific topic out there, and then we're going to free-for-all. We're going to mastermind. We're going to sit around the round table, and we're actually going to throw down and hash it out and see what some different ideas are. So we did this the other day on a specific subject on free daily coaching, the Friends of Free Daily Coaching work session, and it was absolutely phenomenal what we were doing. So I want to bring some people over. If you want to throw down, if you want to participate, then go ahead and raise your hand. I'll bring you over. While we're waiting for that, I want to say good morning and welcome to you guys. So let's go ahead and raise your hand if you want to come out and throw down today on the Thursday throwdown. And let's make this happen. I'm pretty excited, guys. We're literally 1 week away from Christmas. For those that celebrate Christmas, and exciting stuff is going on. So let's get some hands raised. Let's do some throwdown. Let's say good morning and welcome to Canadian Karen is here. Good morning and welcome, Karen. Good morning, Whitman. Craig, good morning to you, sir. Christina, nice to see you. Here, Jeannie's here. Malia is here. Let's bring Malia. I got a hand raised. Good morning, Mark. Good to see you. Oh, I was watching this whole thing, Mark, on the History Channel. It was talking all about Brittany and stuff. It was pretty cool. I was thinking about you. So, boom. Just FYI. Jeannie, good morning to you. Deb Cassman, good morning. Leanne, Len, and Larry. Mr. Rick's in the house. Shouse, of course. Shouse is in the house. She's a reg. She's on the regular. Debbie Deerdorf's here. Mrs. Summers is here. So super excited. Guys, let's get some more up. There's Craig. Let me bring you over, Craig, as well. All right, I brought Craig over. So raise your hand if you want to come over, everyone. And we're going to do a throwdown. So I want to throw a topic out there, and then I want to just let everyone go for it. Malia, did you not want to participate?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You were on camera and then you went off camera, so I just want to make sure. No, it's okay if you don't want to have your camera on. It's totally cool. Okay, so the more participation is going to be the more fun. So if anyone else wants to join over, all right, Shouse wants to come over. I'll bring you over, Shouse. Larry wants to come over. Come on over, Larry. Let me grab him. Boom, bang, bing, boom. All right. Okay, so what I thought maybe we would do a throwdown on here is I think this is a good topic, and I think it will be I think we're going to see a lot of different answers depending on where people are in their business. So I want to do the throwdown today. I got to let my dogs in and out. They're going crazy this morning. I want to do the throwdown today of and guys, let's preface the throwdown with this. We're gonna ask that everyone be courteous, that everyone be respectful of other people's. Go on, man. Go on. That everyone's being respectful of other people's ideas, and the idea of this is to throw down your idea and say, hey, this is what I think. This is what I'm doing. These are my, these are my actions, and and results, and this is what I'm doing, but being open to hearing what other people are doing, because we're going to have some opposite ideas play through here. Some people are going to believe differently than others. And then let me bring you over. Let's see if we can get Len over here. So we got Chris, we got Craig. So, all right. So, guys, if we start just from off to my left, if you're here watching, maybe you're watching on YouTube, maybe you're here on Google+. Today we're doing a Throwdown Thursday here at Free Daily Coaching. I have Malia Holleran with me. We have Len Mooney that just popped in. We've got Larry Ryan. We've got Craig Kassler, and we have Chris Schaff, in that order. You highlight over their name, it'll give you their first name so you can see who's talking and who's doing what. I'm going to throw a question out here, and why don't we do this? Why don't we start with Malia? We'll go to Malia, Len, Larry, Craig, and then down to Chris. We'll just work our way down the line. Let's keep our answers to just like 2 minutes or so that we can, that we can really get into the mix with this and hash it out. And here's the question. And you remember when you do your 2-minute answer that we're not going to go to another question today. We're going to stay on this question the whole time. So if you want to make like an opening statement or like preface what your complete answer with something, you can do that, because we're going to have multiple times to and touch this. So we'll start with Malia, like I mentioned, and here's the question: paid traffic or not paid traffic? So paid advertising or free strategies?
Free strategies. I have done both, and they both work, which is awesome. I think any marketing method works as long as you do it and you give it the opportunity to work. And so I think they're both very effective. I have had more success with free strategies because I'm more of a people person, kind of, and I think with free strategies, although they usually take longer, when people get the opportunity to come into my space and opt in on their own, I think that it helps me to build a better relationship with them, and there are a lot of reasons, but I have both, and I've done co-ops, and I have a lot of co-op leads on my list, and I hate emailing them because they don't even know who I am, and a lot of things. So I don't know. For me, I've done free strategies, and they've worked very, very well.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Mooney, free strategies or paid traffic?
Wow, that's a really great question. And I'm gonna tell you right now that if anybody who I have as a coaching client, I'm teaching free strategies, and I'll tell you why. I've done both, and when I first started in the internet space a couple and a half, 3 years ago, I thought that paid strategies was going to get me where I wanted to go faster, and I threw a lot of money at it, and I got very, very little really good results. And my perception, paid traffic is cold traffic, pure and simple. It's hard to convert. Very few people actually give you a phone number. It's really hard to connect with them. And while it would appear on the surface that you can get more results faster by throwing money at it, the reality is the results you get simply aren't that good. At least that's been my experience. And I am all about free traffic these days. And the reason I'm about free traffic is, as Malia said, and how's come I don't see me? I wonder what's going on here, but it's all right. Do you see me?
Yeah, we all see you.
You don't see me?
Yeah, we all see you.
Okay, cool. And as Malia said, I mean, it may seem like it takes a little longer, but the quality of the lead you get is far superior. They know who you are, and I'm really loving getting, using social media to connect with people and chat them up a little bit, and then hit them with a, hey, I'm in a business, would you like to learn a little bit more about it, yes or no? That's it. That's my answer.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. No, that's perfect. That's a great answer. All right, let's move over to Mr. Shadow Agent himself, Mr. Larry Ryan.
Good morning, everyone. You know what? I'm actually doing both right now. I'm using my paid traffic to start to boost my free traffic. And I've had the most success at first with paid traffic, but like people say, it's not always a quality lead. To me, in my mind, I'm not good enough in my free traffic yet to move to totally free traffic. So I mix in paid traffic. And part of it might be doing a blog post and then put it on my fan page and do a little video on my fan page directing them to my blog and then boosting it. You know, I'm not spending the money I used to, but I still do my blog. In fact, I'm having one redone. So my I still use paid traffic but I'm working on going to totally free.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So there you go. There's a great example. Larry's a great example of someone who had the opposite experience than some other people. Larry's experience was that he got results in the beginning. He got better results using the paid methods, right? And he's honing in these other skill sets so that he can move into some others to the free strategies. So and then right now he's doing like a hybrid. He's mixing both, which is a fun thing. So let's jump over to Mr. Mooney or Mr. Kassler. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way there.
I am kind of like Lynn mentioned. I use a little bit of, or I'm sorry, he said that paid traffic is a good way to go. I use combination just like Larry does, but Lynn mentioned that the quality of the traffic is not as good on paid traffic, and that's very true. But paid traffic gets you a lot more action right away, where the free traffic is much slower to develop. The only place that I've ever used paid traffic is on Facebook, and one of the things that I realized is that you have to be patient with it. In the beginning, when I would put up an ad, I wouldn't get any result that first day, and just, oh my gosh, and then cancel it. And then I heard from other leaders that the first day is a wash. It depends on what time you put it up, and they will use all your money, and the leads that you may get from that on the first day, really don't count on those. You need to have 3 or 4 days out there to really get a good feel on what kind of result you're going to get.
Those are some good. Those are good tips, and that's something that I think that people don't realize, and is that sometimes it takes a minute for those paid ads to start getting some traction. The other thing that that Craig mentioned that was vital was Craig mentioned he's only done paid advertising on Facebook. If you think that Facebook is the only place to do paid advertising, you're mistaken. There's so many places to do different kinds of paid advertising. There's Facebook ads. There's video ads with YouTube. There's Google AdWords ads. There's Bing Yahoo ads that you can do. You can run banner ads, right? You can run solo emails, solo ads through solo ad providers. You can be doing search engine optimization for specific keywords, which, guys, that's a paid strategy, okay? So anyone that's telling you like, hey, we can do this and that, they may be able to get expedited results. Okay? I can show you how to get videos ranked on YouTube today, right? I could show, someone could call me today and be like, Bert, I'll pay you $47 to do that training, right? I'll pay you $97 to do that training to rank videos on YouTube right away, and I could show them how to do that. However, it's in the end, in the big picture, it's a paid strategy, because to the search engine optimization, that costs money, right? When you want to use the tools that are going to do this building of the authority for you, on a basically like semi-quasi-automatic basis for you, that costs money. So let's jump over to Chris Schaus. Paid marketing.
Well, I am truly at the beginning of my journey, so I don't know if I'm the best to answer this question. Right now, I'm just trying not paid advertising, but free strategies. However, I am going to jump into the paid market, especially when I get this new blog up with Bert's help. I also am wondering, does it make a difference with what you're selling? I mean, if you're selling training or an actual product, would it make a difference whether it was paid or free?
That's a good question. Let's do that. You know what, Chris? That's a great question. So let's discuss this and let's see what people think. This is what the Throwdown's all about. So, and I don't know why I just love Chris's last name so much. I just always want to call her Schaus. So that's her nickname. Coaching, her nickname is Schaus. Okay. So Schaus is throwing it down because she's like, hey, I'm new and I'm gonna do some free strategies, but I'm gonna probably jump into some paid strategies too and try to do some paid advertising. Right? She just threw it out there right away and said, this is what I'm gonna do. And then she posed a great question. Well, hey, am I gonna get a different response from paid traffic depending on what I'm offering? It's a good question. So also, I would also throw this in there as a subset of that question. Does it matter what you're selling, whether or not you're using free or paid strategies? And then as a subset of that question, does it matter who you're targeting in cold or in paid or non-paid in the non-paid world? So let's just work our way back. Craig's like, oh man, I haven't had time to think of it yet. So let's work our way back and let's start with Craig and we'll go Craig, Larry, Len, Malia, and we'll work our way back down to me. So Craig, what are your thoughts on that?
Hey, Bert, I've was just getting a text from my wife. I forgot to run and go pick her up at doctor appointment, so I'm gonna have to bail out. Sorry.
You can come back and chime in on the next Throwdown.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a good day, guys.
See you guys later. So, Larry, what are your thoughts? Does it matter what you're selling?
To me, no, it doesn't matter what you're selling. It's people that are good in this business can sell anything, and so if you want to use paid advertising to sell your products, I mean, you can. It's just, I think, to me, like everybody else said, that the quality of your leads are better when you do it free. Yeah, even with some of my paid advertising, when I have a second or third contact with them, I'm trying to make a connection, because to me, they're not going to just buy my products or buy my services. They're buying me, and that's what if I can help them, they're going to want to work with me. That's the way I look at it. So I don't think it matters what you're selling.
Okay. Len?
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking about that too. I think it boils down to defining your avatar, because if you're really very crystal clear on who you're targeting and where you're going to find them at, you probably have a better chance with paid advertising. And I'm going to guess it's product independent, but I'm really only guessing. I'm not sure of that. But again, I think one of the mistakes that I made in the beginning was having too broad of an audience. And I characterize cold advertising or paid advertising as ice fishing. You have this great big lake out there and it's covered with ice. You're going to drill a little hole, put your line in, see if anything bites. If nothing bites, you go to another hole, put your line in, and you got to find where the fish are. And partially that depends on clearly defining what you're looking for. So what kind of fish are you looking for? You got to have the right bait.
All right. All right, Malia?
Yeah, so along the lines of what Len said, I was listening to the discussion and I wrote down free or targeted. And I think that with this discussion, paid versus free, I think the real question is not question, but I think the answer is about targeting. Because if you paid advertising works, and it works better if you are targeting the right people. So, with Len's analogy, it's not, you have to have the right bait, but you also have to be fishing in the right place. So, here down at the pier, there are people fishing off the pier. I don't think they're looking for salmon because there's no salmon there, right? They need to be in Alaska. They not only need to be in Alaska, they need to be where the salmon are in Alaska with the right bait to catch the salmon. And so I think targeting, if I could be where my audience is and pay to be there and have an ad in front of them, I will do that all day long if it converts. Measure, track, convert, and tweak and all of that stuff. Because any day of the week, I will pay $5 to make 10, right? So I think the most important, whether free or paid, is that you are in front of the right audience. And I think a lot of us fear paid advertising because we've done it in such a way that we are not targeting the right people. But for my offline clients, I absolutely recommend paid advertising because there's no way they can get in front of enough people for free, one at a time. They need to get in front of thousands of people to make their advertising make sense. And I need to get them in front of thousands of people so they can afford to pay me. So I think it does depend on the business. It depends on the product, but I absolutely think that targeting is absolutely the most important factor here, whether paid or free, because as long as you're targeting the right person, then your offer should convert either way.
Absolutely. These are some great questions that we posed today and that we're looking at and saying, hey, what's the, there's advantages and disadvantages to both of the strategies. Both paid and free marketing strategies both work. They're both effective. The difference is the time of result, right? The difference is the time and the effort required to do that type of marketing, the different types of marketing. The audience and the group that you're focusing on, and Len gave the great analogy of the ice fishing, and you got to check this out. The guys that are ice fishing right now in Minnesota, they didn't go and drill holes on top of lakes where they're not catching fish all year. You know what I'm saying? They don't have their ice huts. Like, they have their ice shack in the same place year after year after year for a reason. Because that's a good spot, right? Because they catch fish. Like, if they stop catching fish, they move their ice hut. Why? Because that pool, that hole in the ice, that area is tapped out. They have to go and target a new area. So absolutely, I think that the targeting matters, and I'm going to say that I don't believe that the product matters. As long as you have the right, as long as you're putting it in front of the right people, right? Like, check this out. Whole Foods or Coke. Let me give you two big brands. Coca-Cola. They don't run advertisements on Facebook to people who like Whole Foods, right? Think about that. Coca-Cola, the company, isn't running a Facebook ad to people that like Whole Foods Market. Why? Because Whole Foods Market doesn't really sell Coca-Cola. That's not, their customer base doesn't drink Coca-Cola. So guess what? Coca-Cola is not advertising to Whole Foods people, right? Like, check this out. Who does Coca-Cola advertise to? The general population. Why? Because the general population, the average person, consumes soda pop. And there's a good chance they might buy Coca-Cola, so they advertise to the general public, right? They do specific campaigns, like at Christmas time. We have the polar bears. Many of you may not know this, but our our modern day, I should say, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle with the red suit. Did you ever notice that Santa Claus colors are Coca-Cola colors? That's odd, isn't it? Yeah, well, guess what? In the 1930s, the jolly image that we have of St. Nicholas, the portly guy with the red cheeks and the little frosty nose and the red and white suit, is a marketing concept of Coca-Cola's. Before that, dude looked like a saint, like dressed in a robe with like a crazy beard, and was like more Celtic and like Norwegian and Swedish and stuff. Was leaving stuff in like wooden shoes. And in the 30s, Coca-Cola was like, yo, we can make this dude into a guy. Everyone will love him, right? So they're able to market to the masses at Christmas time because they built that brand. It's already in your head and you don't even know it. You're like, oh, look, red and white, candy canes, Coca-Cola, Santa Claus. It's just, it's already hardwired in. It's been in there for a long time. So the targeting is absolutely essential. I'm pretty sure that Jaguar is not advertising to people who shop at Walmart, right? That's not a reality. Those two things aren't congruent. So absolutely who you target matters, guys. This is a good throwdown. These are some good questions to think about for next week. Now guess what? Because we're going to start it today, since Malia's the first person to my, like, over next to me, Malia gets to pick the topic for next Thursday's throwdown, okay? Whoever's sitting just to the, like whoever's sitting where Len is next Thursday, next to Malia, is going to get to pick the topic next week. And we're going to keep on popcorning it like that. And it'll just be the person who's sitting next to the person who brought the topic. So invite people here, come over and join in and be a part of the throwdown, right? Be a part of the conversation. Thank you to Malia, to Len, to Larry, to Christina. Sorry that you didn't get popped over till late, Christina. To Schaus for all coming over today and throwing down. I want to thank everyone that came over to visit. Now I want to tell everyone, hey, if you didn't know, go over and jump on the My Lead System Pro call. Something you don't get very often is Diane Hockman is doing the morning wake-up call, which I don't even know if I've ever heard Diane on a morning wake-up call, so this will be fun. And then this evening, if you're not familiar with it, I'll shoot you over a link, guys. Tonight is the Deep Abyss. So if you want to check out the Deep Abyss and you really want to do a mastermind once a month with a six-figure earner, some really key people in the industry that are making moves, that are moving forward, then check out the Deep Abyss. I'll send you my link. If you're already in My Lead System Pro, don't worry, you're tagged to your person. Everything's already hooked up, so if you decide to participate, everything will get forwarded through to your people. Thank you again for joining us. Tomorrow is a Friday free-for-all. Guys, I'm going to do a Thursday challenge. I want to do a 3 for Thursday today. If you want to come and play tomorrow and do the Friday free-for-all, of course, like always, everyone's welcome. But what I'm looking for tomorrow is everyone that takes action. But let's do a 3 for Thursday today and go out and do 3 things today. 3 things for your business. Go take three actions today. Maybe that looks like a video, a blog post, and you get 5 new emails. I don't know what that looks like for you. Maybe it looks like you're going to a networking event, you get 5 leads, and you make 5 phone calls. right? But let's go do a 3 for Thursday and go out and do 3 things right now for your business. Thank you guys for joining us again. Thank you to Chris Schaus. Thank you to Christina Irvin, Larry Ryan, Len Mooney, Malia Holleran, and each of you that are here right now watching this. I'm so excited for tomorrow's Friday free-for-all to see what you guys did this week and to see who's bringing it, because I know I've talked to many of you on the phone, and there's some people that are taking some serious action this week that are getting some serious results, and I can't wait for those people to come out tomorrow and share that with all of us. So we'll see you tomorrow at the freedailycoaching.com hangout. Bye now.